Hello folks, welcome to our canal, channel Jose. Today we're going to give you an idea how to replace the rear shocks on in a 2017 GMC Sierra. This also is going to help you for the Silverado. If your system looks like this, what we're going to be showing, this can help you and give you an idea how you can do the replacement. This is for a 2014 to 2019 system, but it can also help you on the other models as well. So today we're not going to lift for truck. It's going to be sitting on the ground. With that said, let's jump right into it. So now we have our shock out of this box, and there's two of them, and they don't have sides. They fit either right or left side. So the part number that we're using is RS 999198, and this shock is for the rear, and it comes with a dust boot, and it's made by Rancho, and it comes with the zip tie, so we can secure this dust boot to the shock, so it does its job of protecting the piston and no particles going in there. So there's two of them, like we said, same part number, one to the left and one to the right, doesn't matter. And these are adjustable harness, so you want a softer ride or a harder ride, this is how you adjust it. This is going to be towards the bottom. This is on the bottom, exposed, so you can turn it with your hand. And so with that said, let's put the dust boot on it, secure it, then we can start going in underneath the truck to take the other ones off. So now the boot that comes with the shock, the bigger opening, we put it over the piston on the top like this, and we slide it to where it hits here, and we have to pass it over. We have to force it without damaging it. So he makes it to over the piston, and then this bigger part ends up here. So now that you have put it on, and this side, we're not gonna worry about this right now. But once you put it on, and if you went over, this neck or this area of the rubber has to go right on that metal, so it starts covering from the top down. So we just overlap it and put it on. If you went too far when you put it on, and then once you overlap it and put it into the neck like that, now don't worry about this. We'll deal with this once we install the shock. Okay, so now we have put the rubber over it. Now we can go install this shock. And for this job, we don't have to lift our truck off the ground, as long as you have enough space to get underneath there and take those shocks out. One thing we have done is we have removed the spare tire to show you more of what's going on underneath here, because the spare tire covers a lot of the surface here. So this is just to show you more and give you a better point of view, but you don't have to do that. As long as you can get to the bolts and nuts that we're going to take off, that's all you need. You don't have to remove the spare tire. That's just for us to give you a better image. So here we have the driver's side rear shock. It's pointing, is behind the axle. Right over there is the passenger side. That's in front of the axle. So we're going to start with the driver's side. We have to take off that. We're using a 21 millimeter socket and a wrench to hold that nut as well, so we can take the bolt off. And then we're going to go in the top. On the top is the same thing, 21 millimeter socket on our case. We're going to take it off so we can pull the bolt off from the shock, and then we can get the shock out of there. And that's the bottom right there where we're going to be working on first. We add some WD-40 so it can help us when we're losing and taking out those bolts. On the bottom piece is a bolt and a nut. On the upper piece is just going to be a bolt. So here we have the old shock that we just took out. It's a Bilstein, and it's a new one, Rancho, and they're about the same length. We're going to be, it is about an inch and a half longer, but this is, we're going to install this. And this end is going to be down, so we can do the adjustments if we ever need to have the harder or softer suspension. That's how we do it. We're gonna set both on a hard medium, and then we're gonna install the upper piece first and then the lower piece, and then we're gonna deal with the boot at the end. So now we grab our shock, this upper ear. This is how it's gonna sit. This is the upper piece now, and we're gonna put right into this bracket, and then we're gonna get the bolt and line it up and bolted it down. Just snug it. So we just presented and got the couple threads started on the bolt to the other side, and we haven't tightened it because we need this shock to move freely right now, because we still have to line it up and put the bottom bolt through the bracket, the shock in the middle, and then the nut on the outside. Once we have set that, when we can come back and tighten that bolt completely down on the top, and then tighten the bottom one as well, and then we'll continue to the boot. Now we're going to be compressing our shock a little bit by hand so we can put it and guide it into the bottom ears of the bracket. And then we're going to make sure that this adjustment for the hardness of the suspension is facing backwards so we can actually move it and adjust the hardness of it. So we compress it, we guide the bolt through both the bracket and this, and present it. So now we have put the bottom bolt through with the nut on the outside. And now we go up there and tighten that top bolt, and then we tighten this one as well. So now what we do is we grab our dust boot, we put it over the shock, and then we put the zip tie right about this area so this boot doesn't slide out, and it protects the cylinder from water, dust, and other particles. So these Rancho shocks, what we have to do to expand it from collapse, we have to turn it like we're losing it, and then the cylinder is gonna come out. So now we have the passenger side shock that we have to replace, and this one is facing or is in the orientation of the front of the axle. So we have to remove that 21 millimeter bolt from down there with the nut, and the 21 millimeter up there on our case. So we remove the bottom one and then the upper one. So here's our old shock that has come out. We grab our new one and we start feeding it in. Here's our old shocks, driver, passenger side, and our new shock that is gonna go on the passenger side. So we install this one now. But before we install this one, we have to put the dust boot over it, just like we did with the other one. Now we put the dust boot over it, and we make it go through this earpiece. So we just go install it into the truck, and then we'll worry about this zip tie and the boot at the end. So now that we have the shock ready with the boot on, we put the upper piece on, and then this lower piece is going to be put after into that ear, and then we're going to make sure that that adjustment for the hardness of the suspension is going to be pointing forward this time. So now that we have presetted the bolt up there, we come over down here, we set the shock into that, and we put the bolt with the nut, and then we tighten in both bolts. So now we just put the boot over the shock, put the zip tie over it, tighten it, cut it, and then we'll be done with this job. And there it is, passenger side shock replaced as well. Top and bottom bolts or in nuts tightening, and make sure that this adjustment is facing forward on the passenger side so you can have access to it and move it around so it's away from the bracket. Well, folks, hopefully this video was useful and helpful how to replace the rear shocks on your 2014 to 2019 GMC Sierra Silverado. And if your system looks familiar to this, it might help you as well and give you an idea that you can do this job. The most important part about this is getting the right part for your car. Other than that, the job, we didn't even have to lift for truck. We were able to fit it right underneath and then take one at a time, put it, go next to the next one, and minimum tools. We use a 21 millimeter for the bolt and an extension for when it came to the passenger side on the upper bolt because the exhaust is a little bit on the way. The impact was too close to that, so we extended it and got it away, and we were able to take the bolt. But other than that, WD-40, 21 millimeter socket, a wrench, and we were able to do the job. With that said, folks, for friends who are watching the video, have you subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. If you like our video, give us thumbs up, share it, and we'll see you soon with more videos here in el canal del Chano José.